Hello gang, Merlin Don on the mic. Today we will see 3 ranked games in OP10 with who else? Marshall D. Tits, aka Blackbeard, our homie. So what we changed here in the OP10 version are the 4 Laboons, and we don't play Laboon or Tempest Kick anymore, we play instead of that Kuzan. This is a great card, let me tell you, because this card cannot be removed from the field from your opponent's effects, so it doesn't matter if your opponent uses a card to bottom deck this Kuzan or to KO or to trash it. This character cannot be removed from the field except the case that you play against another Blackbeard and he chooses to black hole this Kuzan. Black hole is of course this card because it negates the effect of the card, so the card is now a vanilla card and then it gets KO'd. We return to the card, it cannot be removed from any other card in the game except Black Hole, and you can trust this character and draw a card and then you bring one Blackbeard type card from your trust, and the cost of these cards should be 5 or less, so you can bring back your Burgesses, you can bring back your Van Augur, you can bring back a blocker or a Doku if you want to KO something and you miss this piece of the puzzle. Other cards to consider in this deck are, let's see. So this 4-cost Siryu. I tried this card. I like this card. I'm still not sure if we want to sacrifice 2 Laffittes, for example, or 1 Lafitte to play this card, but we might do it, or even 1 Liberation down. We will take it once we will be able to play the ranked here in the West. I don't want to play ranked in the East because the East players have another play style from us here in the West, and I don't think that it's representative on how we will play here in the West. So that's the reason I mostly play here. Yes, I play a little bit in the East ranked, but mostly also unranked matches to test my new builds. So like I said, we will test it in the ranked when it comes to us in the West. And another card that you can also consider is this Jesus Burgess. We saw some lists in the East, they play him at 1 or even 2. And the reason why is because you can bring this card back with Kuzan and then you can attach 1 Don. And it's a finisher. It's a finisher because if you have 8 or more cards in your trust and you are a Blackbeard, you have always 8 or more cards in your trust, then this card gains rust, so you can bring this card back from the graveyard, give this card rust and rust down your opponent for free. So you can imagine that you have, for example, 2 Kuzans in the field, and you crack both of these Kuzans, you bring 2 Jesuses from the graveyard, you attach 2 Dons to these Jesuses, and now you have 2 characters with Ras and 7k each, and then you have 8 more Don to invest for something else, right? It can be done. I also test this card, and we might consider testing this card a little bit more if, for example, Hatsinotsu gets banned now, because we wait now for the ban list from Bandai in the upcoming weeks. We will see. But okay, enough talk. Let's go now to the matches, and the first match is against an Usopp. And let's see how we play against him. So we have a great start hand for playing against Usopp. We go first because he chose to go second here. and we play our states for 1 Dawn, so we don't miss any Dawn. We don't miss any Dawn. We invest everything that we have here. And he plays a Leo on our 3 Dawn. We play 1 Tokyo and we KO this Leo, and we don't carry, we lose this Tokyo because we have another one in our hand. So we attach 1 Dawn into our leader, we attack him, and now he's at 3 life. So Usopp is a great leader, but 4 life is not much, you know. So then he plays a Cavendish. I don't like Cavendish because he has a one attacking effect, and he can help Usopp to find some cards that he misses. So we Seagun this card, and we play a Lafitte because we are now at 5 Dawn, and we can search with Lafitte on our next turn. He's now at 6 Dawn, so we don't need to black hole him yet, but from the next turn and on we always need to black hole this Usopp, because he might want to play Rebecca into something else, into Kyros for example, or just Kyros, or just another character with a non-play effect, and we don't want that. So what we do here is we search with Lafitte, we get our second Blackbeard, 10 cost Blackbeard, and we play Kuzan. At the moment we don't need to crack instantly our Kuzan, because he cannot be removed from the game and we are still healthy at 4 life. And now he attacks us for 6k, and we take that and we hit a Seagun. It's a great trigger because we KO this Cavendish for free, and then he attacks our Lafitte with his leader, so we stay healthy with 3 life. We got a Kuzan on the field, and we also have our 2 Titsis here. So we draw a Dokyu here, we attack with our Kuzan with 7k, we are not yet on 10 Dawn, excuse me, and then we crack this Kuzan, we bring back from the dead Jesus Burgess, then we search with our states, we bring a Kuzan from the states, and let's see, we attack him again for 7k, and then we play another Kuzan, our second Kuzan, and now we also wanna black hole him, of course. Let's see what we throw in the trash. So it's now a Kuzan because I want to keep my counter. I don't crack the Kuzan yet because I will do it on the next turn anyway, and we have a Blackbeard, we will draw another card, it's great. So we take 1 hit, the hit from the Luffy, and the other one we just counter that. So it's our turn now, we have 4 Blackbeards, it's almost impossible for us now to lose. So what we do here is we nullify, and we nullify this leader, and we freeze this Monkey D. Luffy. Then we attack with Kuzan, we attack with our leader, we attack with our Jesus here, and of course what we can do is to crack our Kuzan. So we sacrifice him and bring back Van Agur. Unfortunately we don't have another Jesus on the graveyard, and we throw this Kuzan on the graveyard to black hole our enemy. So he attacks us with 5k, we counter that because you never know, right? He has like 3 characters on the field, plus the freezed Luffy, and let's see how is he going to respond here. We have Burgess who is 10k. What he does here is he attacks our life with his with one of his blockers, and we hit Seagun, so we instantly punish him. We hit Liberation here, but I wasn't gonna play the Liberation anyway. So what we do here is, because he played Luffy, first we will see if he can if we can go for game. If not, then we can try and play another blocker. But here, as you can see, the dawns that we had were enough because he attacked us with one of his blockers, so we could go for game. If not, then the plan B would be, for example, to play another Teats and freeze his Monkey Luffy, or we could also attack with almost everything except our big Teats and play for the 2 remaining Dons a small Van Agur, and then just black hole him by sacrificing one of his Teats. So these were the plan B and plan C if he was able to counter one of our hits. So the next game is against Shanks, another meta deck, and let's put the speed to double. So the first hand is like that, we go first, so we like this hand because we can instantly play our states and recycle our second stage here. So at the 2 Dawn he does not have anything to play, we play our Lafitte, and I was like, do I want to get a Teats or I want to get something else? No, I have a state, so we have more than one means to search, like now with this is my AIDS event, so I preferred to take the Van Agur, and now we search again. We search again with our Lafitte, we grab a Martial Teats, a 10 cost Teats, and we also use our states, we grab a black hole to be able to answer, for example, a Ruse or a Marco in that case, like now. Now we play, we are at 4 life, so we are still healthy. We have a Jesus on the field. He is at 6 ton, so at the next turn he will be at 8 ton, and he can play, for example, Ben Beckman, who can trust this Jesus. What we do here is we play our Van Agur, we search and Lafitte, we search with Lafitte, and we grab another Jesus, because on our next turn we will still not be at 10 ton, if I'm not mistaken, we will be at 9. And at this point I was like, okay, do I want to attack him? Yes, I will attack him because I want to take some cards off of his hand, or he needs to take a life. So we black hole him, of course, and then we attack him with our Jesus. Then he plays a Rayleigh, vanilla Rayleigh, and he decides to go for my life. Now we are at 9, and on our next turn we can play our Teats, our first Teats, if we are so far, right? So now I was considering my black hole, and if I wanted to use my black hole, yes, I want to use my black hole, so I combine it with Van Agur, I play my Van Agur, and I use my black hole, so I get rid of this Marco, and then I play Kuzan, I bring back Jesus and I draw a card, and then I attack him with my leader and my other Jesus. So now he plays a Shanks at the 10th Dawn, and he manages to kill one of my Jesuses, but now we are on 10 Dawn, so we play our first Blackbeard. We negate and freeze this Shanks, and our Jesus is now buffed at 9k, so we attack him first leader, then again leader. He gives us many cards, so now we know that we might have a chance to kill this Rayleigh, and we do, because he gave us too much counter to stay healthy, but now he has only a freezed character on the field and nothing more. So he attacks us now, we are at 2 life, we can counter that, and we can also block that. So we block that because even if he plays a dragon, we can afford to defend our Blackbeard. And of course we keep chaining Blackbeards at this point. We keep chaining Blackbeards, we freeze these Shanks, we attack with everything we have, because no matter what he does, we can't die, as we do have a 2k on our hand. So even if he plays like, how is he called, a Gold Roger, we will be able to survive that, and this is exactly what he does. So he plays a Gold Roger, he hits us with 5k, and he has then a Gold Roger and Rayleigh, and then with his Gold Roger he tries to kill my Martial Teats. And then he concedes, of course, because there is nothing that he can do with such a board here. So what we could do here is, of course, either go for game with everything that we have, or we just play another Martial Defeats, we freeze and negate this this blocker of his, and then we go like 11, 11, 8, 5, 5. So it is mathematically impossible to go through that. For the last game, I have a game against Nami, because Nami is still a thing in OP10. And we will see how this deck, how this new Blackbeard deck performs against Nami. So we go here first because he chose that, but we do have a state, so whenever you go first, if you have a state, just keep your hand, you can recycle everything and you will be happy. Especially when you play against Nami, what you want to see is a dog queue. It's a dog queue because you hate these Namis. You hate these Namis, you hate these Kayas, and of course you keep drawing cards from this dog queue, right? So at our 2 dawns, of course, we kill this this Nami, and we hit him because he does not have any active dawns to activate any events, right? We keep recycling here because we also buff our birds, our teases here, and he kills our dog queue, and then he plays another Nami. But guess what? We have a Kuzan in our hand. And what does Kuzan do? He brings back someone from the dead. Who will he bring back? Our dog queue. So we keep doing the same thing here. We keep recycling our Jesuses, and our dog queue dies again from this Nami. Then he plays Sanji's Pilaf. He has 3 active dawn, so of course we will not attack this Nami yet. And now it's time for us to start playing some Jesuses, right? So we play Jesus, we play blocker, and then we start, we keep recycling, right? And now we start black holing him, because we have let him play 1 Kaya, this is enough. We don't want him to start playing like multiple Kayas. So what we do here is, of course, we play another Kuzan, we bring our dog queue. It's the same dog queue, guys. It's the same dog queue. he keeps killing this dog queue, and we keep bringing this dog queue back from the dead, which is awesome, right? Which is awesome. So he tries to kill this dog queue, but this time I will save him with the blocker, and then he attaches many dawns in his Kaya, and he kills this dog queue with his Kaya. So we are now at a point where we are at 10 dawn, so we can also play some Blackbeards, but not yet, because we keep our Blackbeards for the final hits, right? So we play another Jesus Burgess here, and for the remaining dawns, we don't want to hit him with 7k, we hit him with 11k, and he takes, so he's now 3 life. He played a blocker. I forgot here, I think, to black hole, or I didn't want to black hole because I'm low on cards. But he's also no low at cards, so you can also choose not to black hole him at this point of the game. It doesn't really matter. So we draw another card. We have a dog queue here, so I was like, okay. We recycle first the dog queue, and I was like, okay, you know what, I will play my first 10 cost Blackbeard, and I will ignore your blocker and hit you 3 times with 10k each, right? Because he has only 4 dawns left, 4 dawns active left, so we will, it's most likely that we will be able to take at least 2 of his lives here, right? And he's now at 20 cards, so we are safe, if you ask me. So we hit him with our 2 Jesuses, and here I could also have attacked with my leader because he didn't have any active dons. I forgot that was a misplay. Don't do that when you play with Nami. If Nami has no active dons left, please attack this Nami with your leader. Now on his turn, he's black holed, of course, because we don't want him to use any on play characters like Kaya's or like these blockers or the other blocker that lets Nami draw an extra card. And we're going to go for game, right? On the next turn, because we can play our Martial Teach, our 10 cost beard, negate his effect, and go for game. So now we have also another there is also another possibility to KO something of his, but we go with black holing him, play a 10 cost beard, and then we hit him with 10, 10, 12, and if he does not have anything else, also with our leader. So we sacrifice another card, yet another card, to buff our Jesuses even more at 11k, and we do hit him for 11, then again 11. He's now 13 cards. I start to sweating here, you know. Because I see that he's now at 10 cards, and I will not be able to kill this guy because he was able to survive these hits. But we luckily we black holed him. So now playing this blocker doesn't do anything at all because he does not get to draw a card. And this is why I also quickly looked at his trust. Does he have the pilaf? No, he does not. And this is where you win the game, guys, because of course what you do here is you black hole him, you play your 10 cost beard in place of one of these of the other cards that you have, and you just go for game. So guys, these were the 3 matches against Usopp, Shanks and Nami. Meta decks, I hope that you like this video, you like this gameplay. If you did, please like the video, and if you found any wrong plays, or if you liked a play particularly, just write me down on the comment section below. I'm always happy to hear your thoughts or read your thoughts. So thank you very much for your time and watching this video. Peace guys, bye.